always been an advocate for cohesion, an advocate for peace. I'd always tell them, say, I'm a member of the APC today. I mean, a bridge now between the APC and the SLPP. So this, for me, a good outcome. So I tell you now, thank you, Dr. Samura Kamara. I've been telling you, I say, you're not a bad person. I know you. I know Minkailo. I know Yansane. I know them all who were there. I don't say no to people the way they say this, na live or die. Now people the way get interest for Sierra Leone. As much as President Bio himself get interest for Sierra Leone. He don't show him many times over, from youth to Witty Biso today. Every time we see President Bio, he's ready for make peace, even when there's no war. So I tell her thank you.
Okay, and generally, there are key points about, yes, there are key points we pointed out from the entire process, and and part of the resolution we then sign and for encourage the opposition for go back and they agree, and they go back and into parliament and councils and also join governance way. Now one of the keys in that way, most people we don't talk about how the opposition for come back into governance and support the presidency agenda, way among them the president in Big Five, and also the president, for make a statement, with regards to peace, national cohesion. Then two key points in the, how do they change the impact of governance?
Well, first of all, Parliament, councils, first of all, the Parliament, then call them House of Representatives of the people. And when you say the people, now everybody in Sierra Leone, all 8 million of us. They don't say Parliament of the SLPP or Parliament of the APC. Nevertheless, if parliamentarians then vote you in and you refuse to go, I tell you, don't make mistake. You really shortchange you people them. So for let and agree for go back, then the answer to the obligation with they sign that social contract with them people that will vote for them. We've been told they say, we want to represent you. And when they go there, they will see say the voice will carry more weight than when they're outside of Parliament, then they holler on the street, then they talk, because nobody is taking it. But in Parliament, everything you say is recorded, and then they write about what they call Hansard, and they go out as news. And you influence policy, you influence decisions, you influence laws. So this is what you then do, not a mistake at all. Now the right thing that for go to Parliament. So for me, I think that the people of Sierra Leone today, they will be proud of their representatives when they all go to Parliament. Parliament they run right now. Now Parliament are common when they go approve some people. Yes, it will not stop their absence, no will stop the running of Parliament. But it is better if they did it. Then that ending now, you would listen to the other side. As they say, audi alteram partem. So you will listen to the other side. And that is very important for you balance your policies, you balance your delivery to your people, and also your democracy. It's good for us. That's one. The second one, yes, the president, I believe, say, if I address the nation. Because today he's the father of the nation. And yesterday, all the doubts where anybody been get to they say, Naina, the true winner of the 2023 elections. All the doubt then they don't pass yesterday. It don't show say everything in don't do. It don't do them according to what the Constitution say. The Constitution in this case, now the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6, when we the APC, we have to write that one day. From the time where President Bio came, from the time when I be military leader of Sierra Leone, to the time where you don't be president, first time don't go, this is the second time you go, I'll call him even the third time now if you like. You know, change one comma. You know, change one full stop by that constitution. So it is what we provide as a document for we statehood. Now Sierra Leone, now you go by and you don't make one mistake. The decisions made for the elections, the results announced by the electoral commissioners and all that, they follow strictly the laws will come up from that constitution. So you don't make one mistake. And yesterday, that was confirmed. So for me, I will not tell and say congratulations. But I will also say congratulations once again. President Bio, you win. You went through the crucible for letting scrutinize you results we get, and all that, you win. But now all man don't come, including the international community. They all don't come out yesterday and say, yes, you won the result. But we won the elections, which we all get for do now in Sierra Leone, now for win the peace. We don't win the elections, we for win the peace. And this is one of the still ways we go down. So Inge for address the nation, for tell them, again once more, because don't did tell all man, even recently, even yesterday, when they talk to the EU, he say him ready for engender democracy in Sierra Leone. We go carry on governance democratically in Sierra Leone with the rights of everybody taken into consideration and respected. It always say, but once more, after this document don't come out, we Samura Kamara don't sign, Alhaji Minkalu Masaye don't sign, Alhaji Fode Ansane don't sign. All of them will go represent the APC at that time. Petito, they all don't sign. But then, don't you see? They say don't agree. Say 2023 elections, now President be a winner. So that is even better than saying congratulations or conceding, because they signed the document. So that document then now we get for Falaram and make sure say within the inside day we all implement them as a nation for let we do. So you get for address the nation, for talk, say yes, this is a document that I support. I will get faith by the people that we go negotiate for we go mediate for we go negotiate for we in the presence of the mediators, and we will get for tell Tenki, Haja, is it Fatumata, Jalo Tamba Jang, and then of course the other people then from the ECOWAS and EU and all that, we get for tell the old Tenki. And of course, the stewardship, the midwifery of the ICPNC is exemplary. Then don't justify their existence in Sierra Leone. I have to tell Reverend Shodanke Johnson, well done, congratulations. And I want to say thank you to the Executive Secretary and all of the people who have been did it for support this project, this process. We tell you, thank you. And I believe the President will come out with a statement, if not today, but certainly now, before next week or something, he will come out with a statement to tell Sierra Leoneans. Now, I'll put it in metaphoric terms. The war is over. Now, we don't win the war, then we win the peace. All of us are Sierra Leoneans. So we're going to work together. We're going to work together now for all win the peace. Let the peace belong to the Mami na Robere Junction. Let it belong to the Pa na Bomaru. Let it belong to the young boy within a Sulima. Let it belong to the young lady within a Krubonla. Let it belong to we within a Freetown. The peace is for all of us who for work towards that. But that's so I know the President will make a statement in support of this.
I know, because the document very significant, you know. Somebody be tell me say this is a very important document, and like, you know, even Valnoy did mention about, you know, going to Bintumani 4 and see how the role of how Bintumani don't play in terms of how for upkeep we peace and national cohesion. I remember Bintumani 3. You also see the invitation of the main opposition of the People's Congress Party, but they not go. And we see say this one, and the way up on Bintumani, this dialogue also they go and they show commitment. But are we for work according to this document in order for ensure say we will for succeed in waiting inside this document? There are a lot of things we need for looking into, but generally the role for let this document succeed in our government, and you see most of the dialogue, the implementation, the mediation into the document led by the government, and any part of it, government fully commit, full day involved. But how we for succeed as a country, and how we go to this dialogue, we all commodity peacefully, and at the end we get a successful result where everybody they look for. But now the implementation of the document is also very significant.
Well, I think say in this document, I can't find the exact article here now. I think say get provision for the government with the opposition. They set up a committee for monitor the implementation of this, and I think that is very important. When that committee they go they look strictly how government they behave, how the opposition they behave according to this. Anybody stepping out. So I agree with you. That in fact this was a Bintumani 4 conference. You know, you say Bintumani 2, now being President Bill, President Bintumani 3 again, now President Bill, so Bintumani 4 also. Because we agree, like I said, because he's a peaceful man, a man we elect for make peace. even where there's no war, where there is no war, are ready for make peace, because we really were not at war in Sierra Leone. There were just threats of instability, threats of chaos and all that. But because we're all Sierra Leoneans, we love each other, we avoid all that. We go to the table, and this is the Bintu Manifold. So this, I believe, say, with the committee where they say that they set for, be a monitoring committee, an oversight committee for the implementation of this document. I think so that is in the right direction. But government want to work. We want to develop. We want to see the trade. We want to see the mining. We want to see the tourists then come. We want to see the investors come to the country. So all of this now being what you call a roadblock. But today and yesterday, that they don't come out. And because that roadblock they don't come out, we see now an inflow of opportunities for Sierra Leoneans. We go help President for able to deliver on the 5 key priorities, especially for that youth employment. We don't see already signs that one day it really look like say it's a viable option, and it go work by the grace of God.
And part of the agreement, and you know, when they result at key among them is how for, you know, tell supporters then for refrain for certain issues about the social media. We don't see, you know, well, not really over the years, but, you know, close towards the election, after the election, and even before the election, people don't use social media for either abuse, you know, dignitaries in the country, and, you know, one for bringing chaos in terms of calling for people for protests and all of that, and they agree that, you know, if political party are aware about a member, or they feel say this person that share themselves with a political party, then for denounce that and action for be taken against that individually. And most people seem to agree to that and say that in a one way for let we able for consolidate the peace and national cohesion, and even for let we able for help the dialogue where you know, then go to for let it succeed if we're able to refrain from using the social media not only as, you know, but as a way of destroying, you know, the peace and dialogue way then just come up.
They exist in the country. Yes, well, it does say that. The particular article we refer to is Article 7 of this agreement. It says the government of Sierra Leone and the APC party strictly condemn all citizens at home and abroad where they incite violence, where they send hate speech, disrupt national cohesion, cause people them, online and offline, and government could continue all efforts for bringing them kind of people in there to justice, which means we cyber law get for come into activity. So waiting don't pass, it don't pass. Waiting Sierra Leone is looking for now decorum. In all of the platform they would use for communicate, for work, for talk to, we company them. Not forget say in Sierra Leone, the people them we learn book, formal book, not plenty, maybe 30% literacy. 70% of the people they not go book. And then they depend on we go school for guide them as to what they happen on governance, in development, in business, and in industry. So anything you tell them, especially the villages we come from, so to you now one of only 4 or 5 people with that village will go school. And one of them go be a key person. Where you can't tell the people in this and that, they'll believe you. Because they don't get any way of cross-checking. So when you do that, they call it intellectual dishonesty. We pray for let people and stop for doing that kind of thing in there. So the social media for now, I will not say there's a gag over it, but there are now controls. But every party gets a whip. They get party whip. The party whip, not so for the executive no more. The party whip, not so for those members where they frequent party office, but even for the ordinary supporters, where they out, we identify themselves with that party. If that person there, you know him, you the party whip, you get right for bringing that person there to book. If you're not able, when I get disciplinary committee, when I can send them. It is not impossible for somebody where, I will not call it inter-party, who becomes patently rude and nasty to other people, you don't need them. You see one bad apple, they spoil the whole basket of apples. One bad fish, it's inside, you pull tumbu, you pull all the other fish with the inside. Pull and come out before all man can pull. Because some people come to spoil. And of course, they will want to use opportunities now for beginning talk. Don't listen to them. Me people there, they talk to now. This done. The case done. We don't get case again between APC. We don't get case again between SLPP and anybody else in this country. One day we been talk, say, then get case. They don't go see now, say, you're the case suicide. I mean, Abop say, this case has to be. Then find out, say, yes, everybody been getting an idea, but people don't show them now, say, this case here is not really big enough for a split way. We're able to mend that case there and carry on as we are. So, the case done. So dear, let me put that on this. So anybody will bring anything again for can tell you, say, una do so, una do that, I am sonu, they lie power. Don't listen to them. Then of course, you say the implementation of the commitments. Section 8 of this article. They say by English, they say we'll set up commitments by the party for implement this agreement, for go make this agreement work. Where they don't reach yesterday. So the government and the APC party, in particular the opposition, this one, they go establish what they call independent committee called moral guarantors. That the one way they look for who don't get training. May then talk to them. Say they make mistake. They set up this one. The membership go be agreed by all the parties. Whether they are party members or not, but the party then for agree say yes, this way I should agree. Like already for me, a moral guarantor is already ICPNC. We'll have a member in that. A moral guarantor will be the interreligious council of the Muslims and the Christians. They get right for this kind of thing. And of course, some of our traditional leaders, stakeholders, and other youth groups for Dede. So I believe, say, the setting up of this committee is very primordial for make this thing also go able to carry on according to how people then say.
Part of the agreement also for do electoral reform, and we see the president also will make commitments and talking at Parliament, say he will set up a committee for look at election issues then, across the country, and also moving into the 2028 election. We're not going to get the issues there when it comes into election issue. And we see say the president we don't set up, head of that committee, when the country's vice president, Dr. Mohamed Jallow, and part of the agreement, and they agree that all parties now for involved, and also forget 3 heads, of the process, of international body, the government, and also the APC party for also get, head way for looking into the process. And what does that mean? It speaks about inclusion and moving in towards election issue. All of this we talk about is about election issue will lead me to this. But yes, but how this committee, what do they expect from the committee, being that it's been inclusive now? We get somebody from the international body, we get somebody from the main opposition, All People's Congress Party, and we also get somebody from the government as well.
Well, in English, they get what they call comparatives and superlatives. You get good, you get better, you get best. 1 is good, 2 is better, but 3 is best. So when they say the committee where president we don't say it will set, and in that case if we don't agree, say all parties will be represented in there. If this committee will meet now, the mediation committee say instead of 1 head, let me get 3 heads. Well, that is something that they have signed to, because it means that we will get idea from the APC, idea from the SLPP, and idea from development partners, be it international or local or something. But 3 people could sit down together, all right? And then where nothing could be the joint chair, tripartite chair. For this one, they call it the triumvirate. Remember in Julius Caesar in ancient Rome, there were times when they decided, say, they gave us set up a triumvirate for run the country. Not so? So this triumvirate, so where this agreement to people that we go negotiate for, we don't agree. nor remove the vice president as the leader of the ECSL reform committee. It also say we go enhance you by the APC nominating somebody to be there and a development partner for joining. As they say, 3 heads are better than 1. So for me, I don't think it's too much of a worry there, because at the end of the day, waiting the president wants, waiting the SLPP want today, and the people of Sierra Leone, na peace and a sustainable development environment. Sustainable development environment will only happen when I get good laws in the country. Laws where everybody believe, laws where everybody stick to, especially election laws. Because an election, I put me on this, and I believe, say, this time, it's just another Lancaster House. Independence Day, the discussions, another Lume.
I know.
The 3. So for us, for me, this is a document that we'll cherish. In fact, this is for frame and we'll keep on.
Of course.
Yes.
And so what do you say, their tendency for looking to some of the agreements and even put some part of law and, moving forward because they are good idea, they are good agreements, into this document for move Sierra more especially into national, cohesion. And part of for set up that committee for looking into election issues within 30 days and within 6 months, that committee for them bring come a report and when they will present a report and that report therefore be implemented, into the election issues, part of the reform we talk about as well.
Good. Already the Constitution, then the review. That process did not start 5 years ago, even long before that. The late Mr. Peter Tucker started. Then late Justice Cowan continued. And then we, as a party, as a government at the time, we make what they call a white paper on that. We don't pull them. The SLP don't take that white paper there. And don't look at them and say, okay, let us go into a proper review of the Constitution. And they pan now. So if these ideas, people then feel say they should be incorporated. I am sure members who were in that constituency yesterday, some of them may be members within the Constitutional Review Committee. And as such, if there are any positives in here, or the positives where there are not even any, because ultimately they are not positive, make we incorporate them into it. Some of them to what they call for doing the basic law, they could be enacted separately from the Constitution, where then will also have part of the laws. So yes, this is a working document, a framework around which the peace and cohesion of Sierra Leone can be built. And I know, say President Bill, now man of peace, and a good one. And may God say, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. So I believe, say, he's one of those.
Okay, and just recently, and I think on Monday or so, Tuesday, the president, launched the Feed Salone project, yes, and on World Agriculture Day, yes, and that is a very important, project for the president. And part of me say we want to ensure by 2026, 2027, Salone for be food sufficient country. We are able for able for support. We neighboring country them, with food them we don't grow in this country. And we don't see video they go around with the president display in commitments, go in farm, show in farm, and say they encourage all Sierra Leoneans them, say for create, farm for themselves. So that at the end, by the time, we go into 2026, 27, we're able to achieve, the vision of the president. You have to take through on that project today.
Well, when the president launched the SLPP social contract for 2023 leading to 2028, the priority program we put there, now the fight against hunger, feeding Sierra Leone, food self-sufficiency. A nation which is food insecure, must get security. Because as they say, he who feeds the piper, now they call the tune. So that possibly now they cook for you eat. And what you want now you go do. So but if you want to be independent, independence starts right from food security. And the concept is as old as mankind himself. When they see animals in the forest, then they look for food security. The one they are carnivores, where they eat other animals. And they come on the morning. And they go and look for whose animal where they go catch for bring camp for let them pick it and can eat. Because food has always been a problem for living things. Even the plants look for food. They see that they struggle. They see some trees, they point towards the sun because nowadays the sun rays, they provide the photosynthesis for them. So this is something where President Bio don't recognize that it is very, very important. And the problems we Sierra Leone get today, now problems we not to begin them. They are as old as the Republic itself. Because I remember in 1961, when the independence became, the late Honorable Paramount Chief Ella Koblo Gulama Kabia, where they make a speech on an interview, it talks say hunger plenty in the country. It talks say illiteracy plenty. It talks say women them the disadvantage. It talks say picking are not able for live beyond 5 years. This is 60 years ago. Those problems are still here today. But when you have leaders like President Bio, we look at them today say, let me make that a priority. First, I take the education my first 5 years, where we don't see big success. And me, they beg me people that, I don't know, vex by them picking don't pass, and they pass well. For me, now because the free quality education be there, now I make a lot of picking and be able for. I've been not telling them a story. With me party, they were not able to go to school because of 8 shillings and 4 pence. So when you remove that barrier, picking they able to go to school, picking they able to eat, they study, then picking and then pass proper. So if you get 137,000 picking in the pass exam, that enough for praise the government, not to for knock the WAEC, say WAEC no control. For me, I'm not agreeing for that at all. There may be 1 or 2 or 3 cases, a few cases where people they do it and call. But the free education, the help way. So now President don't turn attention, his own attention, and the attention of his government, and every donor partner where they with we, and even the chiefs in the country. You don't bring them, you don't can talk to them. You don't put the Feed Salone in their hand. You don't talk, say, 10% at least of we budget. You go every year to that. Honorable Tower, at the launching, I say that 10%, you not go do. It's about only 300 million leones, dollars. You see, but the Feed Salone program, where they put for the next 5 years, $1.6 billion, which means government alone cannot do it. You and me get for put hand inside. Just like President Bio, they put his hand inside. President Bio today, if rice not come out from China, chicken not come out from Brazil, and tomatoes not come out from Italy for Canada, this country, he go eat, he and the family, they go eat. Because it is plant time. A lot of other people, they upline where they plant time. But they not plenty enough for let them feed we all. Now you make it a try for mobilize people, for inspire people, for encourage people, for let we all go into farming. Me self now in a farmer. Tomorrow I'm going to the farm. Them they can't just know we'll harvest. So we'll have something to eat. You know? So now privately, government you're doing your own. But the private people they get for continue for them. In fact, they don't beseech also. Then one day they import food into this country, especially rice. We spend $240 million when they send them. For go pay farmers in Vietnam, in China, in Pakistan, in India, in Thailand, for let them go work and bring Kaleo can eat. Then we get for fend the foreign exchange and care and go. He said, let them take some of that money they now in the care go, put it into local farming. Financial farmers instead of financing the farmers from Vietnam. Financial farmers instead of financing the farmers from Thailand and Pakistan. They say use that money, part of it, for let we develop cereal. And the investment is short, now only 6 months. Rest now 6 months. We plant, okay, we don't seed harrow since June, July. But they say October, November, just not. They go December, we will cut rest. And that's short time of gestation. So now the ROI, rate of investment and rate of returns, it's very fast for you. So people them way they import rice today, put the money. So today the way they put that $5 or $10 million for bring one ship a load of rice. It will take 2-3 months before the ship comes. Notice so? Sometimes 4 because of the delays. Sometimes 6. But if you take that money, like, put it at the ground, you don't get for wait for ship, delay no day. You don't get for wheat for campaign custom. You don't get for wheat. You just harvest it, mill it, and then sell it. And sell it inside the country. And rest, no get bad luck. All man they eat them.
Of course. And because one of the main staple food in the world.
It is the main staple food.
I know. Yeah, but I would for as a country for allow and support the person for succeeding in the big five, and key among them the human capital, the job creation of 500,000 Syrians them way, and the president believes they could get for gain employment, to them FF projects, whether it's from the mining sector, whether from the agricultural sector, if encourage young people and go back to the farm, being from plants, whatever, varieties, them things they can put on board for let things being successful. But I will support the president's invasion.
Well, this is it, why we need the people in the communities, the Idman, section chiefs, paramount chiefs, the imam them, for inspire young people, for let them know, say, farming is an honorable profession, not to anything with the meaning for say being a farmer. Now make president say, when people they talk now and they look for picture of a farmer for put, let them not take them poor people again now, interest his chair, let them take your own picture, put them as the poster boy. We have people like my wife is a doctor, but they're in a farm right now. The plant race, the process race, the package them, the seller. So that no means say when you go to farm, not only for people that will not go to school or like that. No, this is president they try for change at the moment. So we want for let everybody come in. In fact, me, I prefer the thing where they work, now they eat. In the past, almost every house, I don't say Freetown because better land no in Freetown, but we work more plan. Every house get a backyard. We saw they plant plazas, they plant pumpkin, they plant cocoyam, they plant granite, they plant cassava leaf, they plant everything. When they say for cook, you just they go be here, they pick all things. Pepper safe na be here when they pull them. They're gonna market for that. In fact, the pot local Usami come from the time when we live. When local person, resident, citizen, and see you go to market for go buy the kind of thing, the company they frown at you. Say, hey, but you don't get garden behind. And only people willing to sell to are those who are civil servants, people that we can't work, we don't get where they go. If they go for go buy, sometimes they give themselves free. That was what was happening. In fact, consider if we never sell a local. President, if you go big, they tell you, but I can't pick small president, say go bien, you go pick them. But now, all the things they don't turn money. And because they don't turn money, we all want money for make we develop ourselves. Let me go plant cassava, plant potato leaf, plant the kring, plant the granite, all the things that we need. We not get for wait again for let them bring come for we. We get it fresh from the farm. So the president wants for let all man come in, use him as an example, because in the plant, which they eat. Now all the rest they eat. The one way in the plant. The one they see it's white rice we come from China. No, not that brown rice. Because it's more healthy. It's healthier. So let me follow an example. As a leader in there before, let's follow them.
Okay. Well, as we round up, Alhaji Alpha Khan, and what will be message to Sierra Leoneans? Now we don't go through the dialogue at the end successfully, and we're able to achieve the main reason why we, as a country, go into this peace and dialogue between the government and APC, and also how we for support the president's agenda.
The main reason why we go into the dialogue now for the peace in the country. The main reason why we go into the dialogue now for the development in the country. Now for let the Pekin get a tranquil atmosphere for go school. For let the farmer they able to go to farm. This dialogue be so necessary. Because there are other people who will not be see that. But President Bimi don't see that long ago say now when peace day, because it don't show we from long. Can't be to money 2, 3, 4 now. Now him start all the one and day. Can't the time we go pull for the Sanko in a bush. For the Sanko be the fed for kill people. You go meet and say, "Pa, what you make it?" Say, "Carlo go talk." They spoke, and then the war done. So he believes say even when there is no war, if person say, "Okay, we want a dialogue for let him better," he go do and actually say he's a real peacemaker because yesterday this will make peace in an atmosphere will not be the effect. There was no war. So the dialogue itself, now for let we come together as Sierra Leoneans, for let we work and get the country going. For so the message to me people of Sierra Leone is that, first of all, we tell all the APC negotiators, thank you, and the party itself, for the increase itself. We tell the SLPP negotiators and the government negotiators, thank you. We tell the president, particular thank you, and Dr. Samura Kamara as leaders, particular thank you, and we young David Senge also for their able lead we own team. Now that is done, as they say in Timne, Ampampong. So Ampampong Tagobulo. Let us go to work now for Sierra Leone. When case done, fet done, no gonna farm, no go work. So that obstacle, they don't remove them. That obstacle of say, hey, me if I go yonder, then they go happen. If I go Nabo, they no go like me. If I go put loco, mina mende, they no go like. It's not true anymore. Now we don't lift all that barrier. Everybody is safe everywhere you go. In fact, one of the articles is that those people will be run away from the area beside them in day. They say they for return in peace, without let or hindrance. And the local people in there, now them for help, for letting people there, they resettle in their communities. So to me again, the message that they left with me people them, the issue between the SLPP and the APC, the issue between Dr. Samura Kamara and President Bio, we come out from the results, we say they'll not be released and all that. That's okay. Now they don't know, say, even the results. You go to a police station today, they meet you there. So all that will not resolve them. So I tell them all, thank you. And if that is the case, within a sepanti me, when case done, tomapa, ampung, that going to work. Let us go and work.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Alhaji Alpha Khan, for being part of the show. You know, the presidential spokesman. And we don't talk about the joint communique signed between the government of President Julius Maada Bio and the main opposition All People's Congress Party. The dialogue, the peace dialogue, come to an end, successful one. And we see every party, you know, agree and disagree at the end, then come together and think about Sierra Leone and you know, make it very possible. Dr. Samuel Kamara statement say nobody no win, na Sierra Leone win. And also the same goes to Dr. David Moyna saying that all of these na Sierra Leone win, because the good of, you know, the country na that then decide and say let's move ahead and see how cable for develop the country as well. And we talk about the president's in flagship program where na Feed Salone, you know, and the president officially launched on World Food Day. Well, also we're in this edition of News and Current Affairs show. This day will return again tomorrow for the final edition of the week. My name is David Yemorin saying till then, do have a lovely day and bye for now.
You're watching AYV Television.
Are you thinking where to buy the best oil for your vehicle or machine? Shalimar Trading is your answer. You can save your money right now. Arzol engine oil, gear oil, hydraulic oil, transmission oil, grease for petrol and diesel tractors and machines. Arzol Oil and Lubricants, the best oil in the world. Arzol increases your mileage